It is in the set of sloks and pauris from 17 through 20 where the famous slok of Guru Nanak Sahib, which contains the line Sokyo Manda Akhiye Jijjame Rajan, and establishes the gender equality and the elevated space of women within our lives comes up. Guru Nanak Sahib really questions the way the minds are consumed with this idea of purity and impurity as well. He says, "Oh, you religious leaders, or oh, you hypocrites who are supposedly practicing your faith, did you know that your daily lying and your daily negative deeds have become naturally intrinsic to you, just like the so-called impurity that comes from the monthly menstrual cycle of women as well?" He mentions that in these sloks. In addition to that, he says, let's for a moment just imagine that there happens to be this idea of impurity which is called sutak. Sutak is an impurity or perceived impurity during birth and death. So it's he mentions that if there happens to be sutak, there is life in every single aspect of our lives, in every grain that we eat, in every wood that we burn for the fuel of that food, and basically demolishes this idea of imposed impurity due to natural phenomena. He says if there is an idea of impurity, it is the idea of impurity of the mind, of the things that we see, of the things that we hear, and the things that we say. Things like coveting another one's wealth or spouse, or listening to gossip, or telling of constant lies. Those are the things that are true impurity, and those are the ones that need to be eradicated. Eradication of this type of impurity should be the goal and what we should be consumed in our lives, not with physical so-called imposed impurity. He says that there are many that get consumed by this sense of kind of the little things in life. Don't argue with them. He says, "Murkhe nal na lujye." Those that are consumed with this type of little things in life are fools, because they will never change and never convert. Oh, Gursikh, with the divine wisdom of the Guru, focus on the greater and larger things of life, bring the Shabad in your life, be inspired so that every thought and every action is aligned with the divine hukum. This is a beautiful set of chakkas that has so many examples that are really relevant to our current life today, and is something worth being studied in Asa Ki Var.